Hi, good evening, 19th of January, Tuesday evening, end of a very hectic day. I think the longer hectic days are back again. Again, Tuesdays evenings are filled up with meetings. It starts all the way almost like 6:37 and it goes almost till now, which is around 11:30 p.m. Anyway, how the day was today? They started off with extremely funny, atrocious, and a weird conversation on a WhatsApp group. Now, I'm a part of this Java writing group, one of the many groups that I'm part of, and this is probably the first one which I actually joined about just over a year back. And this group is actually filled with admins. Let me be very specific. This group is filled up with admins who are, in a simplest way, I can call it as like morons, like very, very narrow minded, self centric set of people. I mean, there are three admins. There are three local admins for a regional thing, and the country level admin. That guy is like a bigger useless fellow, and these three guys, like of these three, each one is from a different background. One is, and they just think that whatever they say, whatever they do is right. Now the conversation started in the morning, wherein I got hold of a video which talks about how one guy from somewhere in North India resolved an issue after multiple visits to the service center and what is that they had done. Now, I sent it across, and one another person from the group he told that this is exactly the symptoms look exactly similar to what he's facing, and he told like he wants to change it. At that point of time, I realized that some of the symptoms were similar to what even I have observed, and for whatever stupid reason, I tagged the three admins because maybe like a month or two back, I had sent across a separate direct message to them asking if they have seen anything like this in their bikes. And one of the guy, like I mean, I think one guy came back and he told like, don't point out fingers at specific service center just because you don't like. I'm like, I never pointed out anything at any service center at all. I just asked them about some issue. And again, another guy comes in and they're like, I'm an expert in this field. I know what I'm telling. I've written to the CEO of the company and all. I asked him, have you got a reply? He told like he's never. Which CEO will go and reply to some guy who talks nonsense to this extent? And anyway, it sounded so. I mean, the entire conversation was like I don't know what to say. It went out to such an extent that they started telling like, okay, I think we'll have to stop here. This is the summary of it and all those things. They just didn't even understand what is the whole point I'm trying to tell, and they assume that I'm talking against a specific service center which they are a fanboys of. And I don't know, the conversation was really funny and whatever. I just kept on laughing at myself when I stopped the conversation at around I think 10 o'clock or something. But anyway, it was a festival day today. Had to I mean, there was some confusion on Sunday that the festival was supposed to be on Sunday, but eventually it ended up that I mean, it was supposed to be like today. So we postponed all the rituals to today. So the entire family, we had to go to the temple next door. So I just cut short the conversation on the WhatsApp chat, and I was like, to hell with it. And I just stopped it there and I didn't respond back after that. But again, when there's a festival, rather not the festival, it's more of like a, um, I don't know if I should call it like a ceremony or ritual or whatever. We went there, finished all the prayers and all, came back, had breakfast, and started off with the work. The entire day was busy with that. Right in the middle of it, I had to step out to go to a bank because dad wanted some help with giving his form related to IPO filing for a company at a bank because his phone does not support any of this banking app because he's running an older version of iOS. Now, in the morning, he had already gone to a branch which is near to my house. They in turn asked him to go to the main branch, which is not really main branch, the other branch which is there about a kilometer away. So he asked me to do that. When I went there, and those guys are like absolutely rude, and they're like, "We won't take it, we won't accept it. This is not from this branch." I'm telling like, at least tell me where I'm supposed to give it. They're not even ready to acknowledge that. They're like, "Go to your home branch." They're not even ready to talk face to face, like they don't even want to do an eye contact. And this person, like whomever I started the conversation, points me to a manager, and that manager, that lady, is not even ready to speak, and like she's sitting free, but she is not even ready to tell me what I'm supposed to do. She's like, go and ask your home branch. And I come back to home branch and they told like, sir, no, we are not prepared for it. And that lady told that there was one another person sent in the morning regarding this, and they sent him back and all those stuff. Anyway, it was horrible. I mean, I don't know why banks really behave like this. I don't know if it is their work pressure or the type of people or the type of requests they get in a given day, and it's frustrating for them. I agree, but it's too much. I mean, I really felt that um, they were way too rude when it comes to um, the way they responded. Anyway, cutting short, today being a Tuesday was one of the days for me to go back and check my weight, and that's something which has kept me very low today. Last 3 weeks, I've been very strict on the type of exercise that I do. I've been very consistent with cycling. I've been consistent with walking as much as possible. I've not skipped. I would say 95% of the time I've not skipped it, but still, somehow the weight thing is. It's not that it is consistent, but it seems like in the last 3 weeks I've added about 1 kg of weight, which is extremely disappointing. I'm not sure where things are going wrong, but food, I'm not telling I'm really as strict as what I used to be in September, October period, but I'm not really that worse also. I'm still away from sugar or anything around that. But yeah, I do have like casual, like eating out, but it's like extremely smaller quantity. Like it's not even something which like I'm like hogging upon junk food and all those stuff. But still, having added 1 kg, it's for one side it's like it's kind of like demotivating me, like why this is happening. But again, I don't want to lose hope, because my target is to reduce by at least 10 kgs from whatever I was as of the beginning of this year. So in 6 months, so I would stick to that. Maybe yes, I'll go back to doing 24 hours fasting on Wednesdays. That's something which I started last week, which I liked, which I'm fine with, and which I was able to do. But maybe I'll have to start doing something about again what I eat, what I drink, coffee, tea, and all those stuff, um, juice and things like that, so that I can keep a tab of the carbs consumption, sugar consumption, and maybe a little bit of direct fat consumption in the form of fried items or whatever. Anyway, so that's something which actually put me off today when I realized that there is kind of like no good change in the weight and it's going on a worse scale. But I just want to bring it back into control. It's not that it is worse, but again, I don't want what I'm seeing to happen. Even if I'm losing by like 10 grams, I'm okay, but I don't want to gain anything. That's what I'm thinking of. Again, I have to concentrate on my protein intake as well. I need to figure out how to take in more protein so that it'll help me build muscle and help me reduce fat and all those stuff. I've been reading about them. I've been researching them on YouTube and all those things. So something will I'll bring it up into the plan, the diet plan. But I don't want to lose hope. I don't want to get demotivated. That's something which I want to document it. So I think that's pretty much it for now. There isn't much that I wanted to talk about. Again, as I told, the funniest thing was the conversation that happened in the morning, which I'm still laughing at myself looking at that. So that's it for today. I'll catch you back tomorrow. It has been a hectic week. I think I just have to upload this and go back to sleep. And that's exactly what I'll do. Bye bye.